From the campus of Marshall University in Huntington, West Virginia, this is MU Report.
Hello, and thanks for joining us for another edition of MU Report Spring 2023. I'm Grace Hewitt. MU Report is a student-produced newscast of the W.P.H. Pitt School of Journalism and Mass Communications at Marshall University. You can catch this broadcast anytime on Facebook and on YouTube. First up, announcements. Marshall's celebration of Black History Month continues with all sorts of activities. Every Friday night this month, for example, check out Food for the Soul, which is a Marshall YouTube channel cooking show. Other happenings on campus include the Winter Jazz Festival Thursday through Saturday in the Smith Recital Hall. See Marshall's announcement page for start times for those free concerts. And this Friday, Marshall Women's Studies Office rolls out Prom 2023, a dance in the Don Morris Room. A QR code is available on Marshall's announcement page to register and pay for that event. In news, Marshall students await word on a controversial bill that would let students and staff carry weapons on campus. The bill passed the Senate and is now before the House, but there's no activity. Very few students and staff at Marshall and the other state colleges, which will be affected, support the measure, but lawmakers are ignoring pleas to kill the bill. Marshall is a gun-free zone now, but supporters say having a concealed carry license for students and teachers will make campus safer. Marshall's police chief has been on record for years opposing the move, fearing more guns will do the opposite and actually make campus more dangerous. Another significant issue Marshall now faces is a proposal to change the academic calendar. Faculty Senate could vote this week to add time to the school term. One proposal adds 1 week to the fall but leaves the spring at 14 weeks. Another makes both fall and spring move to 15 weeks from the current 14. Supporters say the change is needed to counter time loss when the semester was shortened. Opponents say adding time to the school term will actually does more harm than good. Mid-February is filled with big news, as MU Report next story shows. Like teachers everywhere, Marshall professors say they're deeply concerned about the sharp rise in artificial intelligence as a cheating tool. As Calvin State reports, software such as ChatGPT is now creating virtually perfect papers, and the tools to catch the cheating are not quite up to the task.
Recently, a new online program called ChatGPT has been making waves in the US that can make the lives of college students simpler and the lives of professors more difficult.
ChatGPT is I want to call it a tool that is currently available from OpenAI, where a user can ask for a question, for example, and obtain an answer.
It's no surprise to anybody that a free website that has such a powerful tool like a multi-language model could be used to effectively meet requirements on assignments.
Technology like this has existed in the past, some of which outright giving you the answer to the problem. But nowadays, it could potentially be harder for teachers to find any direct outside help from these programs, making cheating on assignments much easier for students.
I believe that the role of the professors will be to be very deliberate in what can be used and what cannot be used for certain types of assignment.
I believe that as time moves on, it'll evolve into something even more sophisticated.
ChatGPT is a double-edged sword of a program that only time will tell is beneficial or not. Calvin Staten, MU Report.
Now it's time for MU Report's weekly weather forecast, and a reminder, all information is gathered through online resources. Today, the high will reach up to a warm 74 degrees with lows in the mid-50s. It is currently 72 degrees outside of the MU Report studio. Expect storms tomorrow, along with temperatures dropping down a little bit into the high 60s, dipping down into the low 30s. Friday, the temperature will dip even further with a rainy high of 41 and a low of 23. MU Report gathered this information for this forecast through the online services weather.com and weatherology.com. That's all the time we have for this edition of MU Report. Our newscast content is generated by students in the W.P.H. Pitt School of Journalism and Mass Communications. MU Report is a television lab, and we're glad you're watching. You can always catch this newscast on YouTube, and be sure to follow us on Twitter at MU Report Media. I'm Grace Hewitt. Have a great day.